Hi friends, myself K. Lakshmi, Assistant Professor in the Department of SNH, Chebrolu Engineering College, Class 20, topic Soft and Hard Magnetic Materials. In this video, I would like to discuss about what are the different types of ferromagnetic materials and ferroelectric materials, their applications also. Now, what are soft and hard magnetic materials? Before we discussing about the soft and hard magnetic materials, we know the definition of hysteresis loop. Hysteresis means lagging or retardation of effect behind the cause. It refers to the lag of magnetization behind the magnetic field. That means how the magnetic flux density is varying by varying of magnetizing force. Now, by taking a graph between magnetizing force and magnetic flux density, by varying of magnetic field, a closed loop is formed. This loop is called hysteresis loop. Now, the area of hysteresis loop represents the energy lost during magnetization and demagnetization of the material. This energy lost is measured as a heat that is generated with magnetic specimen, and it is capable of raising its temperature. Now, depending upon the area of hysteresis loop, ferromagnetic materials are classified into soft and hard magnetic materials, and they are also named as type 1, type 2 magnetic materials. Let us briefly discussing about soft magnetic materials. The materials which can be easily magnetized and demagnetized are called soft magnetic materials. And example for soft magnetic materials are silicon steel, wrought iron, nickel iron alloys, and soft ferrite, etc. Both ferromagnetic and ferrimagnetic materials are classified as either soft or hard, that depending upon their hysteresis characteristics. Soft magnetic materials are used in applications requiring frequent reversal of directions of magnetization. That means by immediate changing of magnetization and demagnetization purpose. So, this type of application we have to done like cores of transforms, motors, inductors and generators. That means in transforms, motors, generators, here use soft magnetic materials. Why? Because they can easily magnetize and easily demagnetize. That is the most application in our daily life. So, in soft magnetic materials, the hysteresis losses must be small. So, this is also one of the application here in transforms we use soft magnetic materials, because when losses are very small, that means the energy loss is also very small. Moreover, the soft magnetic materials are named by their low remanent magnetization and also low corrosivity, low hysteresis loss, high magnetic permeability, high susceptibility, so that they can easily magnetize and demagnetize. Materials possessing these properties can reach its saturation magnetization with a less applied field. That means for a low application of magnetic field, we get a high saturation magnetization. That is the most application of soft magnetic materials. And also for soft magnetic materials, the hysteresis area is small. The hysteresis loss is also very small. So that's why soft magnetic materials are used in our in a regular applications like in engineering sector, transformers, motors, generators, etc. So here we discuss the properties of soft magnetic material. It shows hysteresis loop, small area, and they have large permeability and susceptibility. They can easily magnetized and easily demagnetized. Their corrosivity and retentivity are small. These materials are free from irregularities. That means the structural defects such as imperfection, irregularities are also impact on the motion of domain walls. So whenever the irregularities in the material is less, so automatically the motion of domain walls is immediately changes their direction and they align into the field direction. That's why soft magnetic materials are used in transformers. And due to less irregularities, the energy loss is also small in soft magnetic materials. That means eddy current losses. So according to Lenz's law, the induced EMF is proportional to the frequency of the alternating current. So the magnetic flux in the medium is changing automatically, and induced EMF is developed in that. So that is the most wonderful application of soft magnetic material. So that is the meaning of free from irregularities, and its magnetostatic energy is small. And next, they are used in electromagnetic machineries. Whatever here we discuss in the entire topic, they are used in transformers, switching circuits, micro isolators, shift registers, and also used to produce the electromagnets. That means temporal magnets. Example for soft magnetic materials: iron nickel alloys, iron silver alloys, and also silicon steel, soft ferrites. So this is about the soft magnetic material or type 1 magnetic material. And the second type, hard magnetic material or type 2 magnetic material. The materials that gives rise to large area of hysteresis loop are known as hard magnetic materials. That means their magnetizing, they have magnetizing character when the magnetizing force is removed. Hard magnetic materials are used in permanent magnets. Why? Because they have high resistance to demagnetization. Hard magnetic materials is characterized by high corrosivity, high saturation flux density, and also low initial permeability, high hysteresis energy losses. So that's why they cannot easily demagnetize. And the most important characteristic of hard magnetic materials is their corrosivity and energy product value. The energy product value represents the amount of energy required to demagnetize a permanent magnet. If energy product value is large, that material will be hard in terms of their magnetic characteristics. That's why hard magnetic materials having high energy product value. Hysteresis behavior depends upon the movement of domain walls. The movement of domain walls depends upon the structure of the material, that is size, shape, orientation of crystals, domain and impurities. Of course, microstructure will depend upon how the material is processed. The hard magnetic materials are prepared by heating the magnetic materials to the required temperature and then suddenly cooling them by dipping in a cold liquid. In hard magnetic material, impurities are introduced to make the material into hard. Due to these impurities, the domain walls cannot move easily. In this way, we can increase the corrosivity and decrease the susceptibility values by obstructing domain wall motion. So, large external field is required for demagnetization of hard magnetic materials. Example for hard magnetic materials: cobalt, steel, alloys like aluminum, nickel and iron. Now, some of the properties of hard magnetic materials: they have large hysteresis loss due to large hysteresis loop area. These materials have small values of permeability and susceptibility. Their corrosivity and reactivity are high. They are used in the purpose of strong magnetic materials. It must be used for making in the preparation of permanent magnets. These materials irregularities in the structure are more, so its magnetic static energy is also more. These materials are used in permanent magnets, so that's why they are used in to produce permanent magnets like magnetic detectors, microphones, flux meters, voltage regulators, damping devices, etc. Example: aluminum, nickel, cobalt alloys, copper, nickel, cobalt alloys. So these are the two types of magnetic materials in ferromagnets. They are hard and soft magnetic materials. This is the next concept: ferroelectricity. Certain crystals exhibit spontaneous polarization in the absence of electric field. Those materials are called as ferroelectrics, and the phenomena is called ferroelectricity. In ferroelectric crystals, the center of positive and negative charges do not coincide with each other even in the absence of the field. That means they have permanent dipoles. Dipole means two equal and opposite charges are separated by a fixed distance. So here each and every atom is behave like a dipole, even though in the absence of external electric field. That means in the absence of external electric field, the ferroelectric materials having some net dipole momentum. That means they are producing a non-zero value of dipole momentum. This type of character is known as, this phenomena is known as ferroelectricity. So, this type of phenomena exhibit only some of the crystals. Examples: Rochelle salt, NaK, C4, H4, O6, 4H2O, and barium titanate, BaTiO3, dihydrogen potassium phosphate, KH2PO4, and potassium niobate. So these are the some crystals exhibit electricity characteristic. Now, what are the applications of these ferroelectric materials? Ferroelectric materials possesses high value of dielectric constant. That means they have high dielectric nature. So, they are used to produce small sized and high capacitance capacitor. So, these materials having storage of electric energy is more. Even though a very small in size, they have high capacitance. So, that's why ferroelectric materials are used to store the electric energy purpose. So, that's why these materials are used in the preparation of capacitors. Ferroelectric materials show piezoelectricity. So, here the piezoelectricity means these materials are used in the purpose of to develop, that means to produce and detect the sound waves like ultrasound waves. So that is the one of the application of ferroelectric materials. And they also show pyroelectricity nature. So due to this nature, they are used in to detect the infrared radiations. Ferroelectric shows hysteresis property. That means they are used as a magnetic, permanent magnet. So they can be used to construct memory devices in computers. This is about the ferroelectric materials and their applications. Thank you.